Mrs. Bahlau Punnett Square Quiz. 1. Purebred is another word for blank, while hybrid is another word for blank. Dominant recessive, recessive dominant, homozygous heterozygous, heterozygous homozygous. 2. What word describes this genotype? Big B, little b. Homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive, heterozygous, dominant. 3. An offspring will receive how many alleles or genes from each parent to determine a specific trait? 1, 2, 3, 5. 4. If Patrick is a homozygous dominant for tall head and marries Patty, who is homozygous recessive for short head, then their children would have the genotype of big T, little t, big T, little t. 5. The phenotype is the physical trait shown, the genes that are present in an organism, whether an organism is purebred or a hybrid, determines the way an organism will act. 6. There are more right-handed people than there are left-handed people. Therefore, which of the following could be a correct assumption to explain this? Right-handedness is a submissive trait. Right-handedness is a recessive trait. Right-handedness is a dominant trait. Right-handedness is a rare trait. 7. Genotype refers to the physical expression of the genes, the possible combination of alleles in a gene, whether an allele is dominant or recessive, how an organism will appear. 8. The dominant trait as seen in this Punnett square is yellow pea seeds, green pea seeds, there is no dominant seed, jolly green giant. 9. What are the possible genotypes? 9. What are the possible genotypes for this cross? Big T, 25%. Big T, little t, 50%. Little t, 25%. All tall. Big T, 75%. Little t, 25%. Or big T, little t, 100%. 10. Blank is the study of how traits are passed on or inherited. Dominant traits, ratio, phenotype, genetics. 11. Two brown-eyed parents, which are both heterozygous, big B, little b, have a baby. What is the possibility of the baby being blue-eyed? 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%. 12. A blank is a tool used to predict the possible genotype from certain parents. Mendel grid, genetic tic-tac-toe, Punnett square, pedigree plot. 13. Red flower, big R, color is dominant to white flower, little r, color in rose plants. What is the expected phenotypic results for a cross between two heterozygous, big R, little r, rose plants? 100% red, 75% red, 25% white, 50% red, 50% white, 75% white, 25% red. 14. Two heterozygous parents produce offspring. What is the probability of the homozygous dominant genotype appearing in the offspring generation? 75%, 25%, 10%, 100%.
This kid.
15. Who is considered the father of genetics? Gregor Mendel, Reginald Punnett, James Watson, Matthias Schleiden. 16. Big H crossed with big H little h. What is the probability of little h little h? 0%, 25%, 50%, 100%. 17. What organism did Mendel do his famous studies of genetics with? Bees, carrots, peas, mice. 18. Little b crossed with big B. What is the probability of big B little b? 0%, 25%, 50%, 100%. 19. A dog gives birth to 5 puppies. What percentage of the chromosomes does each puppy share with the mother? 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%.